Right, welcome back to All Red 99.5's broadcast, brought to you by Fairbury Public Schools, Hasselback Pharmacy in Tecumseh, Global Rexall, your family-owned pharmacy in Fairbury, and Tecumseh Federal Bank. All right, start of the second quarter, and this is honestly where Fairbury wants to be.
Yes, it is.
Averaging about 30 points per game, a little bit more than that, compared to JCC's 50 almost, and it's only 8-4 in favor of JCC, and Fairbury starts with the ball. Here's James Martin getting pressured, but gives it off to Jacob Nippert. Nippert over to Corey Nippert. Up top now for Brody Prowitz. Swing pass. Jacob Nippert. Oh, what a play.
Wow,
Alex Cruz jumped up and snagged it. And a reach-in foul by Corey Nippert. That's his second. That came all the way in the backcourt. Alex Cruz just jumped up and picked it off like a free safety in football. No, not even a free safety. Honestly, he was more like a defensive lineman. The way he jumped up and just intercepted it right next to the quarterback. Well, that was a great play. And now it's Wes Swanson off the turnover. Here is Cruz swinging it over to Waring. Waring giving it off to Swanson. Drives it with his right. Back out to Ludeman. Ludeman stops on a dime. Pump fakes once. Goes up with his left. After he pump faked, he got Corey Nippert right up in the air to jump to try to block it, but he wasn't shooting. And now it's James Martin. Goes into a double team. Picks it back up. Now it's Ben Starr back out to Prowitz, who only has 2 points. They need to get him involved more in this one. Here's James Martin. Martin now near the half-court line. Gives it up to Jarek Mans, who checks into the game. Brody Prowitz launches a three. Won't go. Mans grabs the rebound. And Prowitz has it back. Cruz almost gets another steal, but luckily it went into the hands of Ben Starr. And here is Martin. Giving it over in the corner to Prowitz again. Prowitz making a couple of dribble moves. Goes behind his back. Actually, funny enough, hit Alex Cruz, but he didn't even see it. Oh, Corey Nippert.
He had an open lane there.
He had an open lane and did not take it. He passed it out. This possession taking rather long here. Here's Mans. Jarek Mans to Prowitz. Fakes one way, goes the other. Kicks it in the corner. Three-pointer from the left side. Goes in for Corey Nippert. And a big basket. 10-7. It's a one-score game. Oh, and then Alex Cruz from the left side trying to respond. Rebound pulled in by James Martin. Here comes Fairbury. That ball just tipped out of bounds by Ludeman. JCC is really putting the pressure on Fairbury. Yes, they forced a ton of turnovers so far. They have 190 turnovers on the season.
Wow.
And they've only played 15 games.
Very aggressive. They do a great job of staying in front of the ball handler.
I mean, it's working so far, though.
Yep.
Fairbury still has the ball, though, as that ball that was stripped out of his hands went out of bounds. Here's Mans to Corey Nippert. Nippert giving it up. Oh, that ball is stolen by Keegan Jones. Active hands coming to fruition. And here is Jones now in the fast break. Bounce pass. Wellensek had trouble getting the ball in his hands, but he finishes. He still has the height advantage at 6'4" to finish the job. And it's 12-7 JCC. Turnovers galore here, unfortunately, for Fairbury in this first half. As Jarek Mans giving it over to James Martin. This is like trap defense here for JCC. Brody Prowitz driving baseline. Bounce pass. Ben Starr can't finish. Got his own board. Then he was fouled underneath the basket. I don't know if it's a shooting foul or on the floor. I think they're going to say it's a shooting foul.
Yep. Good job for Ben Starr staying with the ball. Missed his first layup, but got an offensive rebound.
Alex Cruz picks up his first. There's Ben Starr from the line. He's got it. Got the first one. We're going to see Drew Watson with 2 fouls check back into the game for Corey Nippert, who hit a big three-pointer a little bit earlier in the second. Here's Starr again and hits it. 2 for 2 from the line for Ben Starr, who averages 50% from the line. Well, just went 100% right there.
Those look pretty good for a 50%er.
Well, here's Jones giving it to Ludeman. Ludeman drives with his right, hop step, floats it up, and puts in the shot. Beautiful shot by Wyatt Ludeman. He's got 6 points. And it's 14-9 in favor of JCC. And here's James Martin. Nice pass ahead on the left side for Drew Watson. Stops on a dime. Puts it up with his left. Oh, almost finished it with an and one, but it just missed. And 2 more shots coming up here for the Jeffs. I'm going to call this foul on Ludeman here. That's his, or excuse me, this is actually going to be on Wellensek, his second.
Yeah.
That could be a little bit of a development there. Here's Watson from the line. Short. First shot won't go. Don't miss tomorrow on Ole Red. We're not done with sports this weekend. We have a game, a doubleheader tomorrow at 6 p.m. and 7:30. Wilbur Claytonia versus Milford on Ole Red 99.5. Ron Roskilly, who's right now in the studio sending these games to commercial breaks, is going to be joining me tomorrow for that one. Second shot goes in, 1 for 2 from the line for Drew Watson, has 1 point on the game. Wes Swanson's getting full pressure in the backcourt. Checking into the game is Danny Kong Menivong. He had the ball, gives it up to Alex Cruz. Drops it off for Swanson. Swanson spins on Atkins. Wow. Watson finishes and 1. What a play by Wes Swanson to finish the shot. That is a wonderful, wonderful shot right there.
Johnson County, they found something in Fairbury's defense. They kind of exposed the middle of the lane and get some layups there.
Yeah, because it's man-to-man defense. They're just playing a little bit of just weave action, and their man or their defender has to follow them, and they just run to the middle. There's nobody in the middle, and they finish.
Yep.
Wes Swanson trying to convert the three-point play. But can't do it. Offensive rebound by Ludeman down low. That shot off the backboard, and last touched by Jacob Nippert. It goes out of bounds on the baseline, and it'll be JCC ball, leading 16-10. There's an inbound now for Wes Swanson. Looking for somebody to throw the ball to. He's really running out of time, but finds Keegan Jones, who pump fakes. Finds Ludeman. Gives it to Swanson. Top of the key, giving it over now. Here's Alex Cruz. Almost had the ball stolen, but he gets it out to Wes Swanson. Mid-range jumper from the baseline for Alex Cruz goes in. And it's 18-10, the biggest lead of the game for JCC so far, with under 4 to play in the second quarter. Oh, and then that pass from Atkins right through the legs of James Martin as it was down low. Another Fairbury turnover.
Pressure is starting to get to Fairbury a little bit here.
Yeah. I can definitely sense a little bit of tension for this team. You can tell that the losing streak right now is, I mean, they just want to win these games, but plays like that's not going to win them the game. Brody Prowitz is also frustrated with himself. He only has 2 points, and he knows that he can get more than that. It's Wes Swanson, spin move, nice play by Prowitz on defense, forced the miss. And then a reach-in foul by Wes Swanson. And I know that he says to himself, oh my gosh, that wasn't a foul. But, I mean, when you reach in from behind like that, when the player's running ahead of you, you can't really expect anything more than not getting, like,
and the ref is right there. He's going to see it. Yeah. It's going to be called every time.
He's got to check out of the game with 2 fouls. That was just an ill-advised foul by Swanson, which, I mean, he's a really good player. You just don't see that out of him very often. He averages 14.9 points per game. Well, let's see what Fairbury can do to try to bounce back from this one. Trailing by 8, 18-10. Here is Martin, giving it to Atkins, going to the middle. Swing over to the left side, three-pointer on the way. Oh, rims in and out for Jacob Nippert. Can't finish it. And here comes Keegan Jones. Nice pass down low for Jack Waring. He put it up and couldn't finish. Rebounded by Jacob Nippert. Here comes Atkins the other way. Atkins stopped on a dime, looking for help. Finds the cutting Prowitz, who finishes and 1. Blocking foul on Keegan Jones. And Prowitz, we know what he can do. Yep. He just finished very nicely.
Good action. Good action there by Prowitz. Fake going one way and kind of backdoored from pass from Atkins and gets a tough layup to go.
Here's the three-point play trying to be converted by Prowitz. And he does. He converts it from the line. Leading scorer for Fairbury with 5 points. Fairbury calls a timeout. Ryan Garver needs to talk it over. Trailing by 5, 18-13 is the JCC lead. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Ole Red 99.5's presentation of high school basketball presented by Crete Area Medical Center, Wilburn Friend Medical Clinics, Smith Auto in Pawnee City. Learn more at smithautone.com. And Currency makes financing quick, easy, and secure for heavy machinery, ag equipment, trucks, trailers, and more. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Here's Alex Cruz bringing it ahead with 4 points. It's Kong Menivong, who we saw absolutely light it up in the JV game, but now he's playing for the varsity. He's a big roll off the bench. Alex Cruz, mid-range jumper, short, and Wellenseck, while trying to keep it alive, stepped on the baseline, and it's a turnover. Fairbury is going to get the ball back. Fairbury has been having to contend against this full court pressure pretty much the entire game, which is not easy to do. It's not easy to bring it ahead.
Yeah, when they're able to break it, they get good looks at the basket.
Yeah. There's Atkins. Goes inside, looking for Drew Watson, and another Fairbury turnover. You can tell Fairbury just getting frustrated with some of the turnovers that they've had to give up here in this one.
Can't afford to turn the ball over, and they keep doing it.
And here's Ludeman. Trapped in the backcourt. They got to hurry up.
10 seconds.
That's a 10-second violation on JCC. That full court pressure from Fairbury gets into the heads of the Thunderbirds, and you can see down there Kirk Ferris is just telling his team, "Come on, let's get a grip here.
Yep.
We can pull away from this one with these turnovers, but we haven't done that yet." That's still a 5-point JCC lead. As Prowitz gets the call from Coach Garver. Prowitz picks up his dribble, needs help. Atkins tried to cut, and another turnover as that pass too low for Atkins went right through his legs. And Prowitz said that's on me.
Yeah.
Kirk Ferris needs a timeout. I think Fairbury did too, but Kirk Ferris calls it. 2:05 to go in the second. 18-13 JCC. Will be right back after this. All right, welcome back with 2:05 to go in the second quarter. 18-13 JCC leads it, and they have the ball off the Fairbury turnover with Alex Cruz giving it off to Waring. Waring still trapped in the backcourt, gets it across to Cruz. That was almost another 10-second violation there. Now it's Cruz dumping it off for Kong Menivong. Almost had the ball stripped, and it was taken by James Martin. James Martin diving for the ball. Gets it across here. Pass inside to Prowitz is good. What a play by Prowitz. The assist from Jacob Nippert.
Fairbury's defense really keeping them in the game here.
Yeah, and the thing is that they're converting it to offense, which they need to do. Here's Kong Menivong. Back up top for Waring. JCC with the two fouls, missing their starting point guard in Wes Swanson. Another turnover. Here's Prowitz. Oh, the shot won't go. Rebounded by James Martin. Atkins underneath, kicking it back up top. Jacob Nippert now giving it off to Drew Watson. Goes inside and a charge. Wellenseck drew it. It's going to be the third on Watson. He's going to have to come out, and there's no doubt about it. As we're going to see Ben Starr check in for Watson.
Yeah. No, what Fairbury needs there, that's one of their size guys, and needs to keep him in the game.
Luckily, they got a guy like Jacob Nippert, who's just a freshman, but he stands 6'3". Wes Swanson checks back into the game, their starting point guard, and he just broke that press easily with under a minute to go in the second quarter. 18-15 JCC. Ludeman gives it to Swanson, around to Waring. Waring at the top of the key. Gives it to Swanson. Swanson goes inside. Ball is almost stripped. Picked up inside by Ludeman. He hop-stepped. They're going to call a foul on the floor.
Martin.
Let's see who's it going to be on here. That's going to be on the first foul on, Martin. There you go. One foul each way before the teams can get into the bonus. Here's Waring in the corner. Goes outside to Swanson on the right side. Swanson swinging it to Ludeman. Outside the three-point line and the top of the key. Makes a move. Ludeman. Hop step. Needs help. Gives it to Cruz with 23 seconds to go in the first half. Cruz double teamed. Pulls up from the free throw line, and that one rolls in for Alex Cruz. He was looking like he wanted to pass the ball, but all he needed to do was just shoot, and he would have made it.
Turn around and shoot.
Yeah. 10 seconds to go. They got to hurry up. I don't think they realize how much time's left. As here is Prowitz. Goes inside, hop step, puts it up. Foul. It's going to be Prowitz to the line for two shots with 1 second to play.
I think it might be three on Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Nolan Wellensek picks up his third foul. Luckily for him, there's only 1 second left in the third. Or, excuse me, the second. Prowitz, it would be big if he could make both of these before the half. And he makes the first one. Well, Fairbury's doing their job here.
Yes, they are.
They are keeping themselves in this game. What comes to mind is Nebraska-Purdue, where Nebraska's job was to keep themselves in that game. They ended up keeping themselves in that game and winning the second half, which won them the game. Maybe Fairbury can do the same, as it's 20-17 after the second free throw. Full court heave by Swanson's no good, and we'll head to the half with JCC up by 3 over Fairbury. Any closing thoughts before we head into halftime?
Just Fairbury, when they're able to break the press, they get good looks, and that's why they're scoring. They kind of get in trouble when they're able to set up their offense, and Johnson County is able to set up their defense. If they're able to get quick shots, Fairbury is able to score.
Well, 20-17, Johnson County Central leads it over Fairbury. We'll be back for more halftime thoughts after this on All Red.